So our brother from down under issued us a challenge and I have happily accepted. So Shutter Slaps, this video's for you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Show me this. All boxed up for me. Alright. Oh, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was. You think it'll turn on? It turns on first try, no charging needed. So we're gonna do a video on the Coolpix 775. It's pretty dark out right now, so I guess we'll do a little low light test. Now, who's that YouTuber that smells all his new gear? What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to show you how to get cancer and tumors from sniffing an old digital camera from 2001. So let's check it out. I'm kidding. This probably won't give me cancer or any type of mid-century disease. I hope. That's about it. I wonder if mine came with a memory card. Oh my god, it did. Look at this. $64 megabyte CF card. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's a foul stench. Smells a bit like oatmeal. Maybe I got COVID from this package. Wouldn't that be something? I could use a day off. There's even a video mode. That is pretty nifty. Little viewfinder, front-facing flash. Assuming that's macro. Alright, enough looking at the camera. Let's get out and use it. Stop flashing. So after using the Nikon 775 here for the past couple of weeks, I can come to the scientific and reasonable conclusion that this camera's cursed. But this is actually my third time trying to put together a little video for this camera. I've had it for about 2 or 3 weeks now. I took it on a road trip, got a bunch of B-roll of me using it, walking around, doing some street shots. All of that footage got erased. And the second time I tried to film this video, I put all the files on a hard drive, then I formatted it. So here we are in the woods, third time's a charm with the 775. But yes, the Coolpix 775. Now, I have a lot in common with this camera, not just because we're 2 decades old and mediocre. Now I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyways. Okay, so Shutter Slaps laid down some rules for this video for those of us who want to participate. Number 1, no editing or post-processing of any kind, which you probably won't do with this camera anyways because it's a nearly 20-year-old point and shoot camera, so you can really only point and shoot, and it doesn't do raw of any kind, and no staging your shots. And that's really about it. So obviously you can be a snooty camera elitist with an old camera like this, but I wouldn't say this camera sucks or it's not usable just because it's old with a low megapixel count. In fact, I still think it has a place in people's pockets if you're a photographer today. It's much like carrying around a dedicated calculator. Sure, you have your cell phone, which can do more megapixels, and it's also a calculator, but it's nice to have a separate system for work and pleasure. So if we look at the body, first things first, it's very comfortable, like Shutterslap said, because it's essentially a grip with camera capabilities. Look at it, it's about 86% a grip, and the camera's kind of built around it. My issue with this is, yeah, it's all auto and it's kind of to be expected, but the modes make almost no sense. This one has a picture of a snowman visiting an ocean, and can't tell you what that one does. I think it's a night mode. I did pull up a PDF file of what they're supposed to do, but it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like looking at hieroglyphs that Dennis Rodman made in a cave in North Korea. I feel like a dad with this thing. You just kind of have to, you see like one of these numbers, you put your hand on your hips at a soccer game. One of these, this face. This camera was $399 when it came out, and it catered more or less to entry-level photographers or people that weren't serious of the art. This camera doesn't eat up a whole lot of space on your hard drive, so I can rattle off shots, I wouldn't say all day because my battery only lasts about 10 to 30 shots, but my computer's not going to be drowning trying to process these images. So there's just not a lot I could say about this camera. It's 2 megapixels and pretty old. Again, there's no RAW modes, and a lot of the scene selections are pretty confusing if you don't read the manual. Who is this camera for? If you're a camera elitist and you think you need the absolute newest color science, most megapixels, then this goes out the window for you. For me, I look at it a little bit differently. In my mind, it's an eco-friendly, disposable camera that I don't have to send off film to get developed. Rather, I have everything I need at the ready as a JPEG, and I can upload to my social media same day. And just like a disposable camera, the memory card will take about 30 shots before it craps the bed. It's same with the battery. So that's how I more or less use like a point and shoot. And I think it'd be a good choice if you're a street photographer and you don't want to get noticed. I think 2 megapixels still hangs in there, especially if you're just posting to, say, Instagram. Not to mention, this is an old CCD camera, so the colors are very true to real life, and this is subjective too, but I can really see some echoes of Nikon's color science, even currently through this old camera. Little trick of the trade too, if you did want to get some higher resolution images, you can run some stitching shots like I did here, and there's even a mode in camera that will do this for you as well. So yes, that's all I really have to say about the 775. It's a really fun camera and the colors are nice. It's an old CCD sensor, so you can expect very true to life images with this camera. Yeah, that's it for now, and if you want to take the challenge, make sure to watch Shutterslap's video for the prerequisites. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.